Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. I just want to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart. I was not expecting to have 600 people watching my videos. I am such a shy person, so it's hard to even think about. So I'm trying not to, to be quite honest, but just let's jump right into the video, shall we? Matt and Abby, I was not expecting to be making a video about them, and nevertheless, here we are. Matt and Abby, in case you don't know, are a married couple and popular content creators across multiple platforms, including TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. They currently sit at, I think, over 3 million subscribers on YouTube. They have 800,000 subscribers on their Unplanned podcast channel. They have 5 million of followers on TikTok and over 1 million followers each on Instagram. So they're not hurting. However, they have been in a bit of controversy, including the cruise controversy where they left their children in different hotel rooms when they went to go have dinner, and they left them on the baby monitors. If you want to go check that out, I have a video on that, but we're not here to talk about that today. We're here to talk about what you see on the screen, which is Matt jumping off of the high dive while his son is jumping off of a 5-foot dive. And he is 3 years old. He just turned 3. We shouldn't know that information, y'all. He just turned 3. It's a 16-foot deep pool. I looked it up because Abby tagged where they were. And because of how high the dive is for Matt, that pool has to be 16 feet deep. And so even if it's 10 feet deep, he is too young. He can get disoriented when he jumps in because he's only 3 years old. It has an increased risk for him to drown. It has an increased risk of whiplash. He has an increased risk of drowning, becoming disoriented when he jumps in and panics. And both of his parents are too far away from him because Matt is distracted. Abby's too far away because look at how far she is from, because she's filming. So to me, this is so concerning, and this needs to be discussed because parents are so busy on their phones filming and distracted. And what if he hit the bottom because of how fast he's going? And he doesn't have the dexterity yet because he's so young. What if he could have just hit the bottom completely and jumped straight down and hit the bottom? And he could have gotten seriously hurt. Matt and Abby said this in their latest podcast episode. And they say that he had jumped off of the 12-foot high dive. So let's hear it in their own words.
18 and then I think 24. He did the 12-foot jump. He's 2. He just turned 3, but he was not afraid. I was so impressed with him doing that.
It was crazy. I was like, does he realize what he's like? Is he so young that he doesn't realize this? But I feel like he does. Like, he's just brave.
Yeah, there were teenage girls that were terrified of jumping off this thing.
I'd be scared too.
And here's our little 2-year-old just sending it off of this jump.
But what's funny is that, like, yes, he's like physically willing to jump off that, but he doesn't socially know like what's appropriate, so it's hard to be like down below, like wanting to be there when he lands, but also being like, oh wait, you have to wait your turn up there, like you have to get behind them. And then also being able to teach him like timing of like when someone else jumps, like when it's safe for you then to jump. Like he's still learning those things, so he has to be highly monitored. I mean, for several reasons he has to be highly monitored, but those things, that was like an interesting thing. I was like, oh, didn't think about that. Like he has no idea that he has to stand at the back of that line and wait till he's at the front, and then when he's at the front he does have to go, but he has to go at the perfect time. Like those are things that you kind of assume that kids know, but they don't.
My favorite part was him waiting for me to count him down. Yes. So I would go up with him.
That's what he's that's what
he was trained.
And see, they say he has to be highly monitored, but two parents, one that's recording from at least 20 feet away and another one that's jumping from the 18-foot high dive, is not or are not parents that are highly monitoring him. And that is how accidents occur. I am not somebody who is being highly cautious. I am just somebody who is concerned. And also, as the title suggests, they are influencers. If other people are going to go to that same water park as their friends Dallin and Bella did, and then they had Story, who is around the same age. Again, we shouldn't know this, guys. And they jumped off, had their daughter jump off of that same exact jump. She could have gotten hurt. Granted, Dallin was waiting underneath to catch her, which, are they trying to say something here with that? That's a whole nother story, y'all. But my point is this is how children get hurt. And this is how, quote unquote, influencers are influencing in the wrong way. And I personally, in my opinion, think the water park should issue a statement or have some type of safety warning. Anyway, thank you for listening to my thoughts. And what do y'all think? Please leave your comments down below. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.